to want me some diamonds. Hold my rollie outside of the Rover. I used to want to Beyonce, but they only wanted the whole vibe.
Again, with For the Culture, this is your girl, Sherette Miller, and
it's your boy Fat Fool, y'all, and we got the incredible, man, the Mike Wilson today for y'all ass, dog.
Yeah.
What up? So what is up? Who is Mike Wilson?
Who is Mike Wilson? Me? I'm a rapper.
Okay.
That's like my first thing that I do. I've been doing this since I was like a kid.
Okay.
Secondary, I'm a producer.
Word,
Yeah.
word.
I do a little bit of engineer work from time to time for myself as well. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty lit, that's pretty lit. Are you from Orlando area?
No, I'm from Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie?
Okay.
St. Lucie County, Fort Pierce area. So it's about 2 hours south of Orlando and 2 hours north of Miami. So it's like dead smack in the middle.
Okay, okay.
Beach City.
Hmm?
Yeah, the beach.
Yeah. The beach is probably like 20 minutes away.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's weird being in Orlando because it's just like, there's no beach. There's no beach. Yeah,
I mean, it's not that far out. You know, we just drive.
Yeah, it's not too far. But like back when I was in like, high school, it was just like, yo, like leave the movies, go to the beach.
Dang.
It's like 10 minutes away.
That's
yeah.
right.
So you can just imagine that.
Okay. Yeah. So I actually met you at like a mixer. Like, we was at a photography mixer.
Yeah.
And somebody actually was like, "Hey, this girl before the Culture, y'all should meet." And I'm like, God damn. They just kind of threw us in the fire.
Yeah.
But I heard your music and I was like, yo,
Thank you.
damn, if I would have knew that before I met you, I would have been like, hey, I need to get you on For the Culture. But
Yeah.
what inspired you for your music, your style?
Oh man, it's funny, cause me, like I've been rapping since I was like a kid. Like basically my creative story, how I started rapping is I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, until I was like 9. So my older brother, or my only brother, he's 6 years older than me. So when I was like 7 or 8, he started rapping with my cousins. They had like and who's now my brother-in-law. So it was them three. They had like a little rap group. They go to the studio and things like that. You know, and that's my older brother. So I was just like, yo, I just want to do what he's doing. So he would they would like burn little CDs and like we throw them in the PlayStation and listen to it at the house. And I was like, yo, this is dope. This is super dope. So then we moved up to Port St. Lucie when I was 9, and like he was in a brand new high school, I was in a brand new elementary school, and like we didn't have any friends, and it was like at that time Port St. Lucie was like a developing city. So like yeah, exactly. So like literally we had like a house here, across the street, all woods. To the side of us, all woods.
Wow.
To the side of us, all woods, and then the neighbor was like over there. You know what I'm saying? So we're in this brand new city. We don't have transportation to get anywhere because I think he was like 15 at the time, so he didn't have a car. So it was really just like, yo, like let's rap. He met another homeboy like when he moved up there. He was a producer. Like he like grew up in a church and he would make like beats and things like that. And they would record in a bedroom. So me and my brother used to share a bedroom. So it'd be like me on one side of the room, just on my bed, and him and his homeboy with like a little computer set up on FL Studio, and like they're recording and things like that. And they play the beats out loud. So I remember like one day I was just sitting like as they were writing, and I was in the corner with like my little notepad, and I was just like, okay, I'm about to fire these boys up. So and I was probably like 10 at the time. I was like, yo, I'm about to kill it. So like after they done recording or whatever, I was like, yo, like, I wrote something. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to hear it. So like I rapped it for them, and they were just like, yo, like your little brother can rap. Your little brother can rap. Literally, legit, like that's all I had to hear. I was like, yo, Dad, if my brother approves of it, I'm about to take off. I'm about to take off. So I had a homeboy. At this point, I was like 4th grade or something like that. I had a friend of mine, and he had just been getting introduced to rap music from his father, because he's Colombian and Asian, so like not black at all. but his dad grew up in like Brooklyn, I think, or something like that. So he would like put him on to like Tupac and Biggie and things like that. So he was just like learning about rap music as I was just starting to rap myself. So we both started like rapping together like through the years. Yeah.
At that age, who were you listening to? Who were your influences, by the way?
Honestly, at that time it was like Mike Jones.
Who? Mike
Paul
Jones?
Chamillionaire.
That sounds like
Slim
early
Thug,
2000s.
like just
all Swishahouse.
Yeah, just all Swishahouse basically. Michael Watts, like just legit, just all Texas shit. And I don't even know how. Because like back then, how do we listen to music back then?
We would get CDs
Like-
That's
on
that
CD
TV,
players.
man.
Yeah, but like, where we get the
106
CDs
and
from,
Park.
Still them.
You know, back
Walmart,
then,
Still them out people's cars.
I mean, but Walmart didn't have no
We used to
Swisher
call-
House. Like,
we used to
No,
call-
usually back then you got your
Yeah.
CDs from LimeWire,
Yeah.
And Kazaa.
and then on TV what was dropping on 106,
Yeah.
what was gonna be on that hotline.
So, all right, so in like 3rd and 4th grade, where were y'all getting your music from?
I was still in the other cars.
Okay.
Okay,
I
we
was
got
still in the other cars for sure. So, do you have a project coming up, or like? I know you're doing a lot of shows.
I got a project that's in the works right now. It's
Okay.
I've been pretty hush about it, admittedly, just because like it's something that has been in the works for a while, and I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but like I feel like the project that I'm working on is going to be almost my debut to
so it gotta be right.
most people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, this shit has to be on point.
Anybody
Shit has to
key?
be
Are you
on
working
point.
with one specific producer or something, or?
Well, me, I produce like
You
so.
produce by
Yeah,
yourself,
so
so
far I
everything's from you?
produce. So far, yeah. Like it's not that I'm not open to working with other producers or anything like that, but just as of now, so far, like everything on the project has been me, and then my buddy Human. He does like some touches. That's my homeboy from like 4th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but as of now, all the production, I've been handling it myself. And
I
that's,
didn't know that you make the whole production. That's lit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Did you didn't
Jack
even go
of
to
all
Full
trades.
Sail?
Nah,
You ain't
nah,
even
man.
that.
You know, it's funny. When I was like 17 in high school, me and my friends, we took a tour to Full Sail. We were
Yeah.
like, yo, like, we do music. Let's see what Full Sail's about. Did the tour, it was dope. Everybody has a MacBook, things like that. Like, it's just super dope. You're basically on like a Hollywood set when you walk around the campus.
Mhm.
And at the end, they hang like the little pamphlet of like what your courses would be and the cost. And I looked at it and it was like, it was like a 1.5-year course and it was like $75,000.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't.
It's a program,
Yeah.
man. And then, I was looking at that too. Engineering and all that, so many different programs that you could do that's like maybe 10, 15.
Yeah.
You talking about 70?
75,000.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't blame you. But
Yeah, so I was like, I can't do this to my mom. So, but what we did,
I can't do this to my
I went to school in Daytona, it was a music production audio engineering course.
Right.
So I was learning mixing through that, and then what happened is when we moved to Daytona for college, like we were in this little apartment, we didn't have any Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
So
so
we used
that
to just
was
get all our beats online.
Online,
So I was like, oh
work it
shit, I don't
out.
got no Wi-Fi. So like we just started making beats. We're just like, all right, we're gonna figure this shit out, and then we
I
started learning.
always improvise
Yeah.
and made a way.
Yeah, so you start learning your music
I
theory and all
understand your
that.
brand.
Yeah.
You could be thrown in the desert and find that water.
Find something, man.
That's lit, man.
Yeah, so I was fortunate to not have Wi-Fi when I went to college, because if I did, I
worked in your favor.
Exactly.
When's your next show?
I don't know. I took a little time off from performing just to focus on the project and just to really just get my shit together and figure out how I want to like
Okay.
present my shit, not only to like
Because, it's more than the music. It's marketing, too.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
making sure your music don't go to waste.
exactly, and it's one of the things that you work on a project for so long. It's just like I can't have it just like sink as soon as it drops. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
So,
you, man. Well,
it's a learning process.
what will we, like, what to expect from this project? The feel of it's gonna...
A lot of it, it's funny, the project, it started about really just my response to a lot of shit that was happening to Black America.
Okay.
So I started writing it, honestly, around the time of like the Ferguson situation.
Okay.
That's when I started writing it. And it's funny because like I used to have this job where I was like just on the phone all day, where I was just like doing like paperwork all day. And I had like a big yellow notepad and I would just write. I was writing, I was
Real
whatever, I
writers
was just
can't
writing.
stop.
I would just write. And then, I'd go home and like put a beat to it or whatever and then put it to the side. And then like, that was literally, it was just like, everything that I wrote
Detox.
had just like, yeah, it was just being fueled by that. So eventually I was just like, man, like, let me just make this into something. I didn't know what it was gonna be at the time. And it's funny because like, the more like, because when you write about things like that, because I feel like a lot of artists have a tendency to just glaze over topics.
Glaze over top.
Just glaze over topics. So you'll hear like a rap song over something, and then it'll be like, fuck the police,
Fuck the
police
police.
shooting or something like that. But they'll touch on it. They'll be like,
But they don't
they'll be like
elaborate.
rest in peace Trayvon, and then just
Go
Yeah,
to
just
something,
go
you
to
know,
something
yeah.
totally
So when I was thinking about it, I was just like, damn, like if I'm gonna make a project centered on this, like I got to do it responsibly. You know what I'm saying? So like that kind of prompted me to just
You have integrity for
Yeah,
the music.
got to, man, got to.
That's
'Cause,
real.
like, I was like, let me do my research. So I was reading about like mass incarceration
That's
and
what's
just
up.
things
Put
like
some
that.
shit in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So it's just like it's been a process, but it's been a process of it's been a learning process of me really just educating myself on how I feel as being a black man, and just like just looking at things around me, as well as how a black woman might feel, or how a black trans person might feel. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Every aspect.
It's
of
called
life.
understanding and overstanding.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a 95%, it's a 5% nation theory.
Ah.
You gotta understand the ant and understand the devil to advance.
yeah,
Get understand.
yeah.
And
It's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of layers to it.
So like, who would you put on your project to make it, and complete to you, dead or alive? Like, who would be a dream artist to work with?
My project,
Yeah.
this upcoming project.
Yep. Black youngster? I'm just playing. Miguel?
No, it'd probably be like, for this project, probably Erykah Badu.
Erykah
Oh,
Badu.
See,
I have
I like you
I have a
already.
specific song that I'm
Like
working
you
on right
already.
now. And I'm
You
just
said it
like,
right.
Damn, she's in this thing too.
I can see Erykah.
She's dope. That's lit right there.
Yeah.
So let's get a quick, rundown on who you are to your fans. What's your favorite eating spot? Where do you eat at? What's your spot?
Bruh, my own kitchen, man. I don't eat out a lot.
You don't eat out a lot, so you know how to chef it up.
Very frugal.
Are you a
And I don't even know how to
vegan?
chef it up.
Are you a vegan?
No, I tried being a vegetarian for a little bit. I'm gonna make my way to it though.
See,
I don't be there next week. And I
Do you
try.
play any sports? Do you basketball?
I used to
or
play
softball?
basketball.
You used to
Tall as
play ball?
shit, obviously. I'm
Yeah.
super fucking tall. So I used to play basketball.
Word,
back
word.
in high school. I used to play soccer when I was a kid too.
All right.
I used to play soccer when I was a little kid.
When are you best, like, in a zone to be writing and making music? Night, daytime, after heartbreak, after you saw something fucked up on the news? Like, when are you most vulnerable to make the best music? When does the Mike Wilson work?
Man, when I'm driving.
When you're
When I'm
driving?
driving, yeah. When I'm driving, like,
So when he's driving and y'all see him, don't be trying to wave him down, be like he
yeah.
working.
'Cause if you see me on my phone.
where can we find you at? Like, where we can find the sauce in your music, and also the up and coming stuff that you got to throw out.
Okay. So all my music right now is on SoundCloud.
On
So
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.com/ the Mike Wilson, THE Mike Wilson.
Okay.
Social media at the Mike Wilson _. All my future music though, I plan on dropping on like the streaming platforms, so the iTunes and the titles and things like that moving forward. But as of now, everything is on SoundCloud.
Okay. Y'all go check that out, cause he really dope.
And that's that, man. For the Culture Interview, the Mike Wilson Show.
So, I appreciate
Let's
y'all.
get it.
Get you some.